Hello, so I'm here today to do a review for Enola Holmes, and I loved this film. I loved it so much. There were some problems with it, but we'll get to that later. Um, but yeah, let's just get straight into this. I loved it. I loved Enola just as a character. I thought she was just so insightful, and I really did enjoy her a lot. The only problem I had with her was when she broke the fourth wall. It was cute at first. I was like, okay, this is cool, and then it went for too long. It became kind of like, oh, we're doing that again. If they did that less, I think it would have been better throughout the entire film, but I wanted a little more of a change in that. Just after a while, you're like, oh, again. But that was really my only problem with her. I know a lot of people think she's like a girl boss, like I'm better, and I didn't see that at all. I think she's just like a girl trying to figure things out, and like she did make mistakes. Like it's not, she never tried to say she was better than anyone else. She made mistakes and she grew from them, and yeah, a lot of people are like, this film is woke, this film is bad, and like, I had been wanting to watch this for a while, but everyone just kept saying like, it's the worst film ever, it drags politics into things, and that I personally don't care about, but like, it's just a strong female character, and I don't really understand. I don't see how that is political at all. But from how people made it sound, I thought they were like, the character was like, oh, I'm better than men. Like, men can't do what I do. And like, that I think is weird. But she's just being a strong woman and doing her job. I don't really understand, but yeah, I think that's really wrong. And if you've heard that and that's made you like think not to watch the film, this film came out like 4 years ago now, but I loved it. I loved Enola, and I was not expecting to like her as much as I did, just because so many people were like, she's annoying, she's a know-it-all, and I thought she was so insightful and so funny, and I really liked her a lot. She was a good character to come back to. I never get annoyed with her. She was just great. Yeah, now let's move on to Tewksbury, and I really liked him too. I really like the friendship that they made, and that was one of the best parts of the film, I think. It's just that friendship. And they go like, it's kind of like a brother-sister friendship, like at first, and then you see like it kind of evolve. And I really thought that was really nice, and I really liked that, and I really hope they don't like be like in the next film, because I know there's a second movie, be like, I don't like so and so anymore, like they're, or I like you and I don't like you anymore, and it's like miscommunication, because I do that a lot in Netflix, and I really hope they don't do it, because it's just such a good bond and friendship, and I really liked that. I just want them to be friends. That's really it. And then the thing with him, his mother, like, his grandma trying to kill him was not a good twist villain. I was so confused. And you could have just, like, not had that, and the film would not have been very different. The only thing would be she wouldn't have pretended to be a maid. Not a maid, a widow. And nothing comes from that at all. At least I didn't see any point in putting the grandma in the film. Or the family, really. You could have just shown him coming back home. Like, I don't see the point of the grandma specifically trying to kill him. It really confused me. I don't really see it, like, how that helped at all. Yeah, I really think they just should have written that out, and then it wouldn't have the things with the widow, and because that was weird too. I did not enjoy that very much, and I was really confused by that. I don't understand. I think it would have been better just to have, like, that one big bad guy that that was, like, running after him the entire time, and not put the grandma in it at all. It was kind of strange. I don't know. But I really liked his character. It's just I really found that kind of weird. Not even lie. I found it really weird. Enola's brother, I liked them. Sherlock was better than the other guy. The other guy, I kind of just weirded me out a little bit. He, like, was so set in stone on, this is how women should be, and it really didn't add anything to the story, really. I think just with a little bit of tweaking, it could have been really, really good, but it just wasn't quite there. But Sherlock, I really, really liked. I really hope they continue with his character and the dynamic between him and Enola in the next movie, because I really liked them, and I think that could be something really, really special if they continue on with that. Yeah. I really liked the characters. It was just mostly, like, storyline things that was a little filler, and sometimes I don't think they really knew what, they had so many different ideas, and they really should have just focused on one, because they have fantastic characters. It's just, the story just keeps moving around so much that it wasn't really coherent always. You were just like, oh, we're talking about her mother now, and oh, no, now we're talking about this person. I really liked her mother too. I really, really liked her. I liked their flashbacks, and I think they did that was one of the parts of the story I really liked. They didn't flashback, like, every, like, 5 minutes, and when they did flashback, it was to explain, like, how she knew how to do something, or how her mother taught her this, or things like that, which I really liked. And I'm really, really happy that they did that. But there was just too many things going on in this movie, and I think in the next movie they could continue to make this better. But there were too many events going on, because I didn't always know, like, what was happening. You know, I'd be like, oh, I completely forgot about that storyline. And, like, I talked about with the grandma, like, I think they could have just scratched that, and focused more on the storyline parts that mattered, like the mother and the friendship dynamics between these characters, and the brother and sister bonds that are in between these characters. I think that would have made a more coherent story and made it more memorable for the person who was watching it. Because there are definitely some parts of this movie I think I'll remember, but the grandma, I think I'll probably forget that tomorrow. Like, I didn't really understand. I was really confused. But yeah. I really loved this movie though, and I would highly recommend for you to watch it if you haven't. Many people have. It was a very popular movie during the pandemic, and I was busy watching Disney movies. When this movie came out was when I was watching all the Disney movies in order of when they were released, and I never finished that series, but I did watch all those films. I just, after about 50 films, filming another YouTube video in the same format is long, and it takes a while, so I just never completed it. But that's not the thing we're focusing on. We're focusing on Enola Holmes. But yeah, I really, really liked this. Go watch it. I really liked the characters. The storyline was a little hit or miss at times, but when they got it, they really got it. And I loved the humor. I was laughing a lot. It was a very heartfelt story, and I really liked how they went about with that, and I really can't wait to watch the next film. I'm very excited. So yeah, that's really it with that. Go watch it. It's awesome. I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I love you all 3000 and please stay safe. Bye guys.